We starting now?
Go ahead, sister.
All right. So, hi. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I'm Allison Damskov. I am a silver executive with Singular. We've been here for about coming on 5 years now, and we want to talk a little bit about subscriptions. What I'm going to do is tell you what helps my team and myself be successful with subscriptions. As a company, our subscriptions are only about 30%, and y'all, we need to work on that, because that means our people aren't getting what they need if they're not set up on subscriptions. So we've got to work on this. This is what I do for everyone. This is what I've duplicated to our team. And it's really just getting back to basics. A long time ago, when I first started this, we got on the phone with people and we built relationships, right? I mean, we are in the customer relationship business. And for some reason, it builds loyalty with these people when we take that time for them. This is what I've found. And I know that everybody, there's a million ways to skin a cat, right? Everybody's got their own way, their own thing, their own stuff. But what if we figured out a way or two or three that really actually works, and that's what we can duplicate throughout the whole company? That's only going to help Singular grow, which is what we want, right? I mean, I'd like to be where Cal Estadell is. I don't know about you, but I sure would, or Robin Packard. I'd like to be that in about 11 years. That'd be great. Actually, like 6 more years. Okay. Our team, we are called Team Hocus Pocus because that's where the magic happens. Okay. And our team hits executive based on subscriptions every month. And that has been something I have strived for a long time. I think we sit about 130, 140,000 a month in subscriptions. So it puts us in a position that when we have these months like this, right, that are a little slow, we're still okay. I'm still going to make 10 grand that month because my subscriptions are rolling. And that subscription is your residual income. And if you can understand that from the very beginning of this, that is the base of this, is that residual income, that one day you're laying on the beach and you're holding somebody's hand and your phone goes ding and you didn't do anything in the world, but someone ordered underneath you. So that is your residual income. I think we've got somebody that's not muted. Can you can find that, Melissa? Or can y'all make sure you're muted? All right, cool. All right. We're going to try to only take up 30 minutes of your time. That's the hope. But I don't know. Melissa and I like to talk. And let me tell you something. Melissa and I have been like, I don't even know. We've been on Founders Club trips together and stuff like that. But I love her to pieces. And we both have a very different take on this, but we're getting it done. Right. So I want to share my style. She's going to share her style, and maybe somewhere we can find somewhere in the middle that it's going to work for everybody. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my process, and I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Okay. Can I say thank you all for being here? I love this company. I love everything that it stands for. I'm a crazy squirrel. I don't conform. I kind of, just took this and ran. I love my coaches, and I'm 45 years old and I finally found where I belong. So thank y'all for that, because that has to do with everybody, All right. So starting off, when I'm in the fast chat with them and they tell me that they're ready to order, I send them a message that says, and I'll send this, I don't know, I'll figure out how to get this to the executive chat or something. Or maybe I can send it, I'll put it in the chat once Melissa starts talking. I'll put some of this stuff in the chat. straight from me, maybe. Okay. I send this message. It says, I can send you a link to order, but I would much prefer to call you. I think it's important in building that relationship, but it's whatever you're comfortable with. 99.9% say sure. Okay. I like to touch my people that way. That's just me. And then I say, okay, great. The next message is send me this for your order. Which kit you want and any add-ons, the name for your account, shipping address, cell phone number, email address, the one you actually check. And then I'll give you a quick call for payment info. That way I have the main stuff entered and I don't take much of your time. What's a good time for you today? They give me a time. We hop on the phone. So I've got all the main stuff entered. I have set up what I know of their subscription. Now, one of the controversial things that's been controversial for a long time in Singular is checking those two boxes. I have confirmed in a very long conversation with Chris Crump, who is the head of our legal team, that if I say these words, I'm covered. Okay. So when I get on the phone with them and I'm saying, hello, how are you? And I'm about to get their payment information, I say, okay, by the way, I'm confirming you're 18 years of age or older, and you know that I'm signing you up. They say yes and yes. I'm covered. I'm golden. Okay. I have, and then the next thing I say to them is, okay, what I've done now next is I've set you up with the things that I know you're going to be out of in your first 30 days. I've set you up with the things I know you're going to be out of in your first 30 days. I didn't ask them a question. I just told them what they needed, what I was going to do. Here's the thing. Please write this down. People are looking for someone who know, hold on. I knew I was going to do this. People are looking for someone who know what they're talking about, or people are looking for someone that knows what they're talking about to tell them what to do. Does that make sense? People are looking for someone that knows what they're talking about to tell them what to do. Seriously. So don't ask them, do you want a subscription? It's all about your posture, right? It's all about your posture. Whatever you bring to the table, if you get uncomfortable, they're going to see that, right? You're not asking them to do anything that you don't do. You have a subscription, don't you? Why do you have a subscription? Well, because it helps you save money and it helps you stay on track. So why wouldn't you want that for your person? Right? Subscription got a dirty connotation a long time ago, and that's not what it is. So here's back to what I tell them. Sorry, I told you I'll squirrel. I've set you up with the things I know you're going to be out of in your first 30 days. For an ultimate system, just so y'all know, we do things just a little bit different. We start out having everybody take one of everything except for the flush, just that first 8 day to get their bodies used to everything. So I set up a bag of lean, usually it's chocolate, trim sticks, accelerate, global blend, and probiotics. That gets them of that $250 over that $250 hump, so their credit will automatically apply. And I can send all that to you in the chat later. But so I set you up with the things I know you're going to be out of in your first 30 days. You're in full control of this. You can change the product, you can change the date, you can skip a month, you can cancel it, you can do whatever you want to, but keep it on, because this is how you earn free stuff. You're going to earn 10% back of what you spend. And I saved up enough points that I got a free ultimate system. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. Like, these add up quick. So save them up, order at the same time. And it's also going to make you successful. That's my job. My job is to make sure that you are successful with your program. And if there is a pause in your products or a lapse in your shipment, you're going to stop. And that's where everyone fails. So my job is to make sure you don't fail. Okay. I've had 2 people in the entire 5 years, almost 5 years, that have told me no, I don't want a subscription. It's all about your posture. It's how you present it to them. That's it. I also, there's the things with the username and password. I set that first name, last name, all lowercase. And then the password is first name, last name, capital letter with a 1 at the end or something like that. But we kind of do the same thing throughout the team. And I let them know, I'm going to send you something with your username and password. You can go change your password, whatever, because I don't want in your stuff. Now, here's a big question that came up the last training I did. What if they don't want to give you their credit card info over the phone? Well, first of all, that's retarded, because people give their credit card to everybody all the time, all over the internet. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to call BS on that. Okay. But there are some that do that. And I had a guy do that, and he said, wait, you want me to give you my credit card information over the phone? I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I work in finance, and that's kind of not really what that's the first thing we're told not to do. And I said, well, look, here's the deal. And I'm going to be real honest with you here. I work for Singular. I work with Singular. I don't need your money. I make plenty of my own. This is what puts food on the table for my family. And I have God to answer to one day. So we can hang up. I can send you a link and you can put all this in yourself, or we can keep moving forward. It's all in your posture, right? If you pause and you doubt, they're going to pause and doubt. I mean, y'all know what we have, right? These products are amazing. We have great results. So be sure in that. Be sure and convicted in that when you're talking to these people. Also, one thing that we keep our subscriptions going with is, let me back up really fast. When I have them on the phone, guess what else I have the opportunity to do? 2 things. I have the opportunity to share my business story, my 1-minute story. Right? Oh, girl. Tell me what it is you do. Oh, that's tough. I remember when I was a bookkeeper and I actually walked away from my career to do this full time. Really? Yeah, totally. Really. Yeah. I mean, like, we make $20,000 a month now. And they're like, really? And I'm saying that on here because compliance isn't on here, and compliance isn't on the phone with me either. So it is what it is. The other thing I have the opportunity to do is whatever system, like if it's somebody that's like an 8-day kit or a trim down trio or something, you can bet your bottom dollar that before I get off the phone with them, they're either buying an Ultimate or an Ignite. Because I'm like, okay, girl, tell me how much weight you want. Well, I need to lose 80 pounds. Well, baby, what do you think 3 products is going to do?
Subscription,
right? You have to really talk to these people and tell them your heart, and be honest with them. People are looking for someone who knows what they're talking about to tell them what to do. Isn't that what you look for when you go to the Clinique counter? Isn't that what you look for when you send a message to your Rodan and Fields person? You want them to tell you what you need to do. This is no different. Okay. All right. The other thing that you use your tools, right? Corporate sends you an email when someone cancels their subscription. Oh my gosh, that's a great tool to have. Takes 5 seconds to send someone a message in their messenger chat that says, hey babe, I saw you canceled your subscription. Make sure you click on the Singular rewards on your website that you log into and see how many points you have to use for free product. I bet you have a couple of things. Do you know how many people go back in there and realize, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't cancel that? Or you use the other fantastic tool that corporate gives us and you go check your subscription report. There are tasks that you can give people in your family, an assistant, your kids, right? I mean, I used to have my kids help with this stuff until my husband started, but he checks my subscription report every day. And it doesn't matter who it is on my team or where it is on my team. I used to have a lady that got real mad when I would send her this message. And she would say, we don't need to be micromanaged. Well, this is my team too, right? So I'm really not worried. I'm not trying to micromanage. I'm trying to save somebody's life, right? So if we notice that a subscription did not process, then we send a message to either the closest leader. Like if we're not in their chat, we'll send it in their chat. But if we're not in their chat, then we'll send it to like the closest leader to send to them, right? And it says, hey, I noticed your subscription did not go through today. Let us know how we can help. Sometimes it's just as simple as updating your credit card info. We don't want you to miss out on your reward points. Simple, right? Really, really simple. So what else? Use your tools. If you don't have time to do this, find somebody that you can pay $10 an hour to do this, because these things, like this is an income producing activity. Checking your subscription report every day is an income producing activity. That is the meat and potatoes of your business, is this subscription and building that residual income. I can't stress that enough. This is not about how many new enrollments you can get. This is how many people you can make it stick, right? All right, that's what I got. Melissa, I tried not to go over 15, but I did a little bit, so.
You're good. You're good. And I love like so much stuff that you said. And I also love the fact that when we talked this week, we have different ways of doing it to accomplish the same goal. So the thing that I love so much is the way that you put value into the subscription. We have to put value into the products. I mean, or else every single person would order a $99 system. If we don't put value into that ultimate system, every single person that orders from us is going to order the cheapest thing that we have. The reason they order ultimates is because we tell them, first of all, just like Allison said, we know what they need and we tell them what they need. So we put the value of what that ultimate system is going to do for their specific goals. So that's why we don't sell 8-day jump starts to everybody. You know, I don't sell them to anybody, but that's why we don't sell them, you know, why everybody doesn't sell them to everybody, because we put the value into that system. You have to do the same thing with the subscription. First of all, if you don't believe that subscription is important, neither will your customers. If you don't have a subscription, neither will your customers. If you don't preach this to your team, neither will your distributors. So if it's not important to you, it's not going to be important to your team, and it's not going to be important to your customers. So you've got to believe that it's important, and you've got to practice putting the value into the subscription to be able to talk to your customers about it confidently, just like you do these products, just like you do the business, just like you do everything else. And I will tell you, my whole attitude about this subscription, about the subscriptions changed, because we did not put the emphasis on it before last fall. Last fall is when I made a shift, because we were running just like company average. We were running about 25% on subscriptions, and that was not getting it. Lois Powers, who was an executive, did a training with my team, and what she said made such an impact on me. And she said, your subscriptions is your paycheck. What you see at the beginning of every month, that subscription amount, that's going to be your paycheck. Everything else is going to be your bonus, you know, going forward. So that made such an impact with me. I mean, look at Allison. She's got 100,000 points in subscription. Who would not want that at the beginning of every month, not starting with zero? I mean, my gosh, that's what we would all love to strive for, right? You're an executive the first day of the month based on your subscriptions. Hello. So when we made that shift, that's when things started changing. What we did with our team is we began to edify it. We begin to recognize it. We begin to track and measure it. We begin to have every single promo, every single incentive we did on our team begin to be subscription based. If we gave away $100, you had to have 50% of your enrollments on subscription in order to get into it. Just like, and I'll give you a couple of examples. Last fall, when we had Zingfest, we our whole team got together in this big cabin in Tennessee, and it was about $300 to go. So we did a giveaway. We did, if you, every new start that you got on subscription got you an entry for $300 to pay for Zing Fest. So when we went to give it away, I used my new member report, and I did not just pull out the people on subscription. We started drawing numbers. And when that number came up, they were announced. And if they weren't on subscription, it went to the next person. So when they saw, and there was several people that did not win that before we got to the person who did. And it made such an impact on the people who did not get that $300 that one of them, and she's not going to mind me telling you this because she had just started, and it's Hillary Brown, my team's newest executive. We were at a dinner when we drew the name. She missed it. Her person was not on subscription. She now has over 85% on subscription every single month. It made a huge difference to her. And I will tell you, every single person on her team has an emphasis on subscription because it's important to her. This last month, we gave away $1,500 cash. Did the same thing. You had to be on subscription to earn it. We went through about 4 people who missed that $1,500 because they weren't on subscription. I guarantee you, they're going to focus on it going forward, because if you see the value in it, and you're going to miss out, you're going to have that FOMO because you don't put people on subscription, you're going to start focusing on it. So incentivize it, make it become a priority. We give awards at the end of every single month. We do team awards. One of the biggest things we talk about and focus on, we recognize and shout out every single person on our team who has over 50% in subscriptions. This last month as a team, we had 56% subscription sign up. 56% as a team. That's huge, you guys. It's because people make it a priority. People learn how to overcome the objection. The biggest objection is somebody's been burned before and they hear the word subscription and they run from it. Learn how to overcome it. Overcome the objection at the very beginning when you first start talking about it. This isn't like your iTunes account. This isn't like a gym membership. This isn't like the whatever it is that you get roped into. Go ahead and tell them, just like Allison said, you have complete control. You can change it. You can change the products. You can change the date. You can skip months. You can cancel with a click of a button. You don't have to go through any kind of craziness, but you need this to be successful and you need it to earn free products. Don't leave anything on the table. If you can get something free, why wouldn't you get it? So you overcome that objection right at the beginning, so they can't give it to you. They can't say, "Oh no, I don't want to do this. I've already been down that road." And that's the main reason people don't want it, is because they have been burned and they don't know how to get out of it. And they've spent so much. They've had month after month. I've got an iTunes account that's $9.99 every month. I cannot figure out how to turn it off. I've probably paid it for a year, and I don't know how to turn it off. I don't even know what it's for, but it just comes out every single month, and that would scare off anybody. What if it's more than that? So just go ahead and, just like Allison said, overcome that objection, put value into it, let them know. And I do the same thing as her, except for I do it with my boards. I use voice chat. I want them to hear the conviction in my voice, just like Allison talks to them on the phone. If they want to talk to me on the phone all day long, I'll talk to somebody on the phone. But if I give them a choice, if they don't, we're going to talk about it in the boards, and we're going to talk about it in voice chat, and they're going to hear my conviction over it. They're going to hear the tone of my voice. They're going to hear the calmness of my voice. They're going to hear the excitement in my voice. They're going to hear that this is a good thing for them, and I'm on their side, and I want them to succeed, and I want to help them hit their goals. And this is what they need. Same thing that Allison does. I do not ask them. I tell them, because they don't know what they don't know. And they need somebody to tell them what to do. I love that, what you said. I can't repeat it, but they want somebody who knows what they know and to tell them what they don't know. So you just got to be confident. And just like she said, it is definitely about your posture. And it is the bread and butter of your business. Your business cannot succeed without subscriptions. Your business cannot thrive without subscriptions. Your business will not grow without subscriptions. If you do not focus on subscriptions, you are a glorified kit slinger. You're going to start all over at the beginning of every single month. And that was one of the biggest things is, you know, you get somebody underneath you excited and you get them to a rank or you get them to double rank. And then all of a sudden the next month comes and they're at 0. They're going to call you and say, oh my gosh, I got to start all over again. But if you focus on subscription, you can say, no, girl, you got all these people on subscription. You already have this many points. Wouldn't you rather tell them that than tell them they got to start at 0? Whatever you do is going to duplicate to your team. You've got to make it important if you want your team to make it important. And that's just the bottom line truth. You have got to focus on it. You've got to become an expert at it. You've got to learn how to overcome those objections and practice. Practice makes perfect, but do not let one person sign up without giving them that choice, because if you do not tell them, you have just made that choice for them by not telling them. That's not your choice to make. That is their choice to make.
And I love what you said, Melissa. Listen, you are an incredible leader, and I'm so glad that I got to team up with you to do this. And that's the other beauty of this company is none of us hold each other back. There's nothing, nobody's in competition with each other. We just want our company to grow as a whole, right? So we can all be together and do stuff. I cannot wait to hug your face at Fest. I cannot wait, like seriously. And I want to reiterate just a few things that you said. You've got to have some sort of contest for your team, incentivizing your team. Put money back into your team every single month, okay? Right now, we have something little, right? It's a singular cup. It's one I've been hanging on to because it's a real good one. I'm in a cup with $100 bill. And the person on my team who has the most new enrollments this month with a subscription will win that cup and $100 bill. It doesn't have to be a whole lot, right? But people run for prizes, and that's fun. Keep it fun, because if we're not having fun, we're doing it wrong, right? We got to remember that too. That's what my coach, Christine, taught me, because I'm a real serious person. And she's like, girl, you need to unpucker your butthole and you need to have a little more fun. That's what she tells me all the time. So remember, I told you I'm kind of mouthy. So, but Melissa, you're right. You know, we have to maximize the comp plan. You want to know how to maximize the comp plan? Don't start at 0 at the beginning of every month. That's how you maximize that comp plan. And one of the things that I started going for, like a goal, is like, I was like, okay, when I first started this, you know, I'd get like $50 a day. And then it was $99 a day. And then the goal was like, oh my gosh, I want to make $100 a day. If I could bring in $100 a day with this, that'd be awesome. So make those little goals for yourself, right? Also, thank you to Team Hocus Pocus. You guys are badasses. You are amazing. You have taken this and run with it and duplicated it like beautifully. Okay. I don't send out enrollment links. I don't send out my website. We pick up the phone and call people. And if you do that, you don't have to chase them later for it, right? That's the thing, because if you don't get them on subscription in the beginning and they don't understand the value, you'll probably never get them on it. You get one shot at this, and they get $15 for starting up or 15 points for starting anyway, right? So they're halfway to a bottle of Accelerate for free. Jennifer Birch on my team won an award at Zing Fest, one of the Business Builder Awards for subscriptions. So that tells me we're doing something right. But I'm not going to lie, I was so pissed because I thought I was going to win that award. And she got 2 of them that night. It was crazy town. I'm so proud of her for that. But yeah, like I keep telling her I'm going to come steal one of those off of her mantle one day and just put it on my back there on my shelf and just take a picture of it. Can I borrow one of those, Jennifer? I have success in this in building relationships with people. When you build these relationships with people, they are loyal to you and they don't want to go somewhere else to buy product. But there are leaders in this company that I have people come to me all the time and they say, you know, I really don't want to buy stuff from her anymore. I wasn't treated very well. She didn't care about my journey. Please don't be that person. We're here to change lives. We're here to save lives. And y'all, 7 out of 10 people are overweight. 7 out of 10, and 10 out of 10 need what we have because we got good vitamins and everything too. Get them on subscription, get them set up, be coachable, right? make it important for your team, because we're only going to be able to rise together if we do this together and we make it stick. Okay. Melissa, you have any closing thoughts? Because we're right at 30 minutes.
I know, I'm so excited. We did good. No, I'm just going to tell you, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight. We love you. And I know I speak for Allison and I both. If there's anything we can do to help you, we're both here for anyone, for anything.
Absolutely. And I sent all the stuff that I use, subscription. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, but I sent it in the chat. I do have some verbiage, but it's like a picture. So I don't know how I would send it in here.
What if you put it in your boards, and then I can take it from your boards and put it in my main board? Because I think almost everybody has mine.
It's in my boards under subscriptions.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
of this is in my boards under subscriptions.
I'll get it in the main board then.
All right. Well, listen, y'all are awesome. And listen, I'm going to say one more thing. We are all on a roller coaster this summer. Do not let it get you down.
Right.
Do not quit. Do not walk away, because there is so much good stuff coming. You are going to kick yourself in the tail if you walk away. Plant those seeds. Whatever seeds that you are planting now are going to come to fruition. So don't stop just because it's slow. Do the same thing that you do every single day, those IPAs, income producing activities, every single day. Don't stop. Don't give up. No excuses. Do it. And if you never quit and you never give up, you can never fail. And Mark Walker said that. Period. That's right. That's it. All right. I'm going out on that. Mic drop. Just kidding.
Good night, you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Send me the recording, Melissa. I can't wait. Thank y'all for being on. Hope this helps. Love y'all.
Love you guys.
Thank you.